Alright. Getting ready to put some new levers on the Moto Guzzi. Can I help you? Just kidding. I think it'll be pretty simple actually. Unless it uses a Torx bit, then it's going to be upsetting. The little nut on the bottom here. I don't know if I can film this or not. Right here.
This is gonna feel really good, actually.
Oh yeah.
These feel heavy duty.
They're.
And I like.
They're.
This.
Let's see. I didn't order short ones. They're just a tad shorter than stock, but not much. And they're adjustable, which the stock ones. The stock. Well, you know, you can adjust where the clutch grabs at, but you can't adjust where the levers are at.
Yeah.
So, in the black though, I think it looks so much better. All right, the bottom nut on this is a 10 millimeter. You just need a flathead to hold the top steel. I'm sure you could twist the top, but I actually don't recommend it because you'll probably just end up stripping that thing. So just use it to hold it steel and untwist at the bottom. And hopefully this will be super simple. Usually the brake is a lot easier to do than the clutch side. So we'll set my hand there. I always get my hands slick, man. I think there's like grease on these little things too. So they kind of get slick. Oh,
got it. It was just
yeah,
really
man,
tight.
that thing was on there tight.
Just had to break
it
it
does
loose.
twist. I was afraid I was going to strip it. So this does thread. Okay. Or yeah. So then that should just pull out. Yep. It's your old lever. Let's make sure the new lever, where's it at?
Right here.
Which one should I use? Do you know? Yep, it's about the same. So yeah, it should work. Sometimes you have to adjust that. Like you might have to Dremel. I don't know if you can get that on video. Sometimes you gotta adjust where the rod hits in there, but typically it's pretty close. So that rod has to go in there, because that, you know, if you don't, you gotta have no brakes, okay? So that's gonna be a simple change, thankfully, and awesome. Oh yeah, I didn't bring the box out here. These are some cheap ones I got off Amazon. These levers, they said they were made for the V7 III, so I figured I'd give them a shot. I'm trying to see, that should feed through. Actually, I thought it would kind of pop down in there, but maybe not. Okay, there we go. So this does tighten it down in here. Like it's threaded by itself, and then the nut goes on the bottom as well. But yeah, changing the brake lever on this, super duper easy. Yeah, that was easier than doing it on the Vulcan actually.
Good.
Now, let's put this little nut on the back here. How dare you not use Loctite? A socket, that would have been a lot smarter. We do actually, but I'm just using this wrench because I got it in my hand right now. A socket could easily fit in here, probably with or without an extension actually.
Yeah.
Because this brake, let's see, is that the brake line? Or no, that's the throttle cable. And yeah, the throttle cable and something else there. Something with the ignition, I think. So 10 millimeter wrench or 10 millimeter socket. I think a 10 millimeter socket, if it's thin enough, will fit in here. Should fit in here just fine. Easy, you know, easy deal. Okay, so that, yeah, baby. How's it look?
It looks really good. I want to see what it feels like. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to see what this does. I mean, I think you have to pull it out and then go that way.
Yeah, see, there's like a little button, or like this. So, see this little thing, this little, push that out, and then adjust.
Okay.
Push it, adjust.
Yeah, you don't have to press that because it's just this.
Well, okay,
right?
You get it.
Yeah.
That gives you the leverage to do it though if you're doing it from this side.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Okay, but that looks really good.
It's got a good thickness to it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it seems really heavy duty. Through this little tight squeeze.
That looks way better.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's crazy to think something so small like the levers. I was about to call and cancel these because it took so long for them to come in.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of...
Or not call, but, you know. I had to cut this to fit. So, it's not exact. I could probably get an X-Acto knife and make it a little better.
Yeah. Because that's just the one you
Probably
twist.
recommend the Grip Puppies. I love them.
But I think this looks really good here.
And this is just a cable clutch. There ain't nothing complicated going on with it, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah. So you're just gonna... I know this seems crazy, but it seems kind of rough, but that's what you have to do. You got to peel this back. Well, I guess you don't have to, but it'll definitely make this job easier. And it looks like it's gonna be the same ordeal. Actually, I need to tighten that up. Looks like you got a flathead. Hopefully another 10mm on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure when you take that off, I guarantee this cable, or maybe there's going to be a cable attached to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And this thing was loose, or a lot looser over here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to get a 10mm socket because it's getting on my nerves.
Doing it little by little.
Well, yeah, might need a little extension. Don't lose this if it falls on my hands. Okay, yeah, this has to screw out a little ways because it's threaded, I believe. This does twist out. This twists out, but ours was down so far that it had come off the threads. I had to get it to come back up through and thread. So I hammered on it a little bit to get it to come up and get the threads to go in, and then thread it out.
Yeah, hammered from down here.
Yeah, and I mean with a little hammer now, you know. Somebody takes a big hammer to this and breaks this, you're plumb dumb. You don't even need to do this, seriously. Yeah. And I think there's just a little spacer here, maybe. Let's see, yeah. Little spacer. Let's see. Should just, well, what happened to that little, there it is. Spacer with a, I don't know what you call it, hub, whatever, clutch, or not the clutch lever. There we go. So, new lever. Actually, on this, you're going to, look, line, hook, line, and sinker. Kind of. Off like that. It just, I mean, you know, obviously goes in, then the line feeds through here, and it's going to do that as soon as you put your other one on.
Yeah.
So you set that over there.
Let's grab this one. Da-da-da.
Actually, this one might not need it. Let me see that lever.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, because this looks, okay. On this one that I got, this thing has a lot bigger hub, a bigger hole, so it had to have this spacer. I think it was actually like this.
Yeah.
This one is smaller, so it's not going to need it. It's going to go on there without it.
That's nice.
I mean, it's something, but I don't know. Attack of the birds.
Attack of the birds.
I guess something you could do is increase your slack on this, but I'm not too worried about it. And then, let's see, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And that's going to feed like that. Let's see. It should just, yeah, like that. Right. Then in there, line your hole up.
There we go. Getting it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yep.
And this should feed, well, it should. Cut. This is over. It ain't working. Just kidding. Feeds down, and then it is going to actually screw in. Because it is.
And then you just put the nut back on.
Yeah, it is threaded. It's threaded on the bottom here. And then, it's threaded also for that nut that you also install from the bottom. So, this is actually a super, super easy job.
And it does a lot for your bike, I feel like.
Oh, man. So yeah, hold that steel on top of the flathead. Pretty easy. And screw this in on the bottom. I didn't know UPS ran this late. Or USPS. Well, we don't have that little spacer on there neither.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, there we go. Now let's try to get this thing back to where I had it.
Yeah, you might have to rod it to adjust that, but...
Yeah. Well, with this brand specific, yeah, you don't put this very tight because I forgot I took that spacer out that gives it a little bit of
makes it twist.
It gives it a little bit of leeway. That feels really good right there.
Okay.
All right, here is the Moto Guzzi in all its glory with black levers. A little bit shorter, pretty thick still. These are actually, like I said, adjustable. I kind of like a little more resistance. That's just me. Well, maybe it might be just a tad, but I think it'll wear in a little bit too. Like the actual lever will kind of seat. My wife said the lever pulls a little tougher, but also I could probably adjust some things. And the brake lever adjustable as well. Brake lever goes really smooth. But it didn't have a spacer. Everything was just the same, normal. And the brand also, FX CNC, probably some Chinese thing. I don't know. It says it's Alibaba, but I got it off Amazon. The only thing, it took like a month and a half for this to ship. I will say I was about to cancel it, and then it just so happened to show up. Doesn't go all the way back, but I don't know if the stock one did. It might have. I might have to loosen it just a tad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably loosen this nut just a tad. Peace. Subscribe. Thumbs up. That little bell thing. Where your gear? Yeah, so once you install it, obviously, make sure you check your table line, your clutch line, and that you got it where you need. I need to adjust mine back out a little bit.
And then you just put this cover back
I need
up.
it seated a little bit until it gets snapped in. Okay, yeah. That feels pretty good.
Can I feel it?
I mean, it's still a little tighter than stock.
Yeah.
But I can loosen it up just from there.
Yeah.
Don't flip out.
I was gonna say
You're going back to riding the Vulcan anyway, so
I know it's a little bit hard for my
hands. Like
hands.
this bike is yours now.
I don't have good grip strength like you.
Yeah, I don't either.
You got palms
I don't have good grip strength like me neither. I might have adjusted it out too far.
Get down here a little bit. Look at this guy. Here he comes. He'll get upset that I'm talking about the sky instead of him. I'm just kidding. Thumbs up.
Alright.
That eagle on
That's all I
front.
got. That's a cut. That's a wrap.
Man, that looks awesome. I cleaned this off a little bit while I was
Yeah.
waiting for you to get the key.
Focus is the levers for this video. The only thing, yeah, it does stay right out there, like on the, the clutch is engaged,
Yeah.
but it's still fine. But this is when the clutch really loosens up.
Yeah. It looks really good.
That's it. Sounds a lot better when I'm not wearing a helmet. Wear your gear. Don't do that. I mean, it's dangerous, people. People are crazy. I don't know why they do that. Why they don't wear gear. What's wrong with them? Anyways, like, sub. Come back for more. We got an exhaust. I have an exhaust ordered several weeks ago. It should be here. I wish I could say it should be here soon. It should be here soon, but will it be? That's the question.
Everything's slow right now.
Alright, that's it. Peace.